Hey everyone, it's Zane. Welcome back to the channel. So we are here at Strata Motorsports, a beautiful boutique over here in Schaumburg. And I'm here with the two partners over here. We got Abid and Mir.
Welcome to Strata Motorsports. We're a boutique in Schaumburg, Illinois. A lot of people don't know us. They're starting to get to know us. We specialize in low mileage exotics. Both of us come from exotic car backgrounds. I'll let Abid say a little bit about the place too.
Yeah, so we're a boutique style operation. We cherry pick the cars. We only work with small production cars that's easy for us to represent. We try to tailor a new car experience for our customers coming from a new car background. Collectively, we have over 20 years of experience in the new car business.
You know, one of the biggest things we like to capture here at Strata Motorsports is, whenever you're buying cars like this, the excitement. It's not a need. It's more of a want, and we try to capture that. And we understand that being a car guys ourselves, and we know what it takes. So, as far as making sure the experience is good, enjoying the car, and trying to be there as a family. Kind of putting the clients back into our Strata family kind of thing. And that's what it's all about.
They got tons of different cars over here, and just obviously let me know what you want to see a video of. So we'll get started first with this Urus Performante. So once again, big shout out to the entire team and my good friend.
Thank you, Zach.
Yeah, thank you so much. Perfect. Behind me is the all-new Lamborghini Urus Performante. This is basically a brand new spec. It only has like 83 miles, and it's finished in such a beautiful orange spec. Probably one of the only colors you should actually buy the Urus Performante in is the orange, the yellow, or the green. Honestly, it is so stylish. It even has a bit of a carbon wing at the back too, which you can kind of see over there, which is beautiful. Carbon finishes basically all around the car. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous spec. Of course, quad exhausts. We'll listen to the exhaust in a bit as well. And huge wheels, as you can see right over here. Just wonderful looking spec. Kind of probably the best on the market, I would say. The best daily driving SUV, I think, in my opinion. If I could own one car for the rest of my life, it would probably be an Urus, maybe an Urus S or an Urus Performante like this one. So the key differences between the Urus Performante and the normal Urus S, which is the new entry-level Urus now, are really the air suspension and the tuning of the car. So the Performante is the most serious one of all of them. It has the most power, it has the most torque, and it has the stiffest spring setting. And they took away the air suspension, so you're more at your traditional sporty, racy type suspension. Let me know what you guys prefer on that. Do you prefer a sportier ride for the road, or do you prefer something more comfortable? Well, let's go ahead and go on the inside, because you'll see all the different details that the Performante has over the standard Urus, and we can compare them. So one thing that's very interesting about the Urus is that the door closing and opening sound there's almost no sound except for the actual door pulls noise. Especially when you close it, it's very quiet. Watch this. It barely makes any noise, which is insane. And when you open it, of course, you do have your Lamborghini signature crest at the bottom, which is beautiful. Looking at the door panel, I mean, the materials and quality in this thing are absolutely top notch. The top being Alcantara, then you got this beautiful mix of stitching between your orange and then the signature hexagon pattern of the Urus, of course. So all the way down here is Alcantara, and look how excellent that looks. Beautiful sound system by B&O, of course, Bang & Olufsen. You got your 2-stage memory settings as well, and window controls, everything looking beautiful. Signature Lamborghini door handle, of course. Anyway, going on to the inside of the car, as you can see with this orange spec on the outside, you have all these orange stitching elements on the inside. What's interesting is that the racing stripe is actually still red. I'm not sure, maybe that's some sort of Lamborghini tradition, I guess. But I've seen them in white as well, so I really don't know why they went with that choice. Interesting. Of course, you got the signature Italian flag down here, and then beautiful materials and quality. I mean, this is just top notch. The orange seat belts, the entire spec of the car, it feels really like you're in something very, very expensive. Even on the sides over here where basically nobody will look, it's all suede Alcantara. Beautiful. Okay, so first time inside the Urus Performante. I've been in the normal Lamborghini Urus just once actually. Man, this is an excellent place to be. Let me go ahead and put on the ignition real quick before we start it up. I want to show you some interior features. Of course, the signature start-stop button is down here under this little cover. Everything comes to life. Look at the center screen. Really, what Lamborghini has done here is it's giving you basically the perfect luxurious and sporty daily driver. I mean, this thing is just perfection for the road. And it smells amazing in here because it still has that beautiful new car smell. Lamborghini written on the dash over there in signature Lamborghini lettering as well. What a wonderful, wonderful place to be. There is a very slight mood lighting, as you could see. It's not really visible during the day, but it's there by the glove compartment and the cup holders as well. Anyways, in the center console, basically what you have is you have this climate control screen down here, and I believe it's all haptic feed. Yeah, that's perfect. It really does feel like a real button, which is beautiful. I love this. I know some people are bothered by a bunch of screens, but when they do them right like this, where they have the feedback, this is wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Beautiful controls for that. You got heated seats, of course, 3-stage. Anyways, coming on to the bigger screen at the top, I love that little feel that they give you. I've noticed this in, of course, Audi products as well because of the same infotainment. But here are the main controls that everybody cares about, right? We got our Anima switch over here, and then you go down one and you get into Sport, then Corsa. Corsa is the one that changes up your tack. At the bottom, you also do have Rally. So they took away like more of the off-roading controls and just left you with Rally because this is the Performante, so it's not exactly, you know, gonna be the most off-roady one. And then your Ego mode is activated over here. You click that and then you toggle Ego mode. What that does is that you can change the different settings between your drivetrain and your steering and suspension, which is beautiful. So I really like that. Right now it's at medium and then sportive for your steering and suspension. Which is a great touch. Very, very nicely done. Let me know what you think about the fact that it has a hole where you could kind of peek through and touch the start stop button. I personally think that if this was completely closed, it would be even cooler, so you could open it and then start it up like you normally do. The seat has the perfect amount of comfort and sportiness. I'm surprised because it's a Performante. You know, the seats are still very, very tame in their bolstering and in their stiffness, which I prefer for the road. I don't want a very stiff setup as well. Oh, one of my favorite things, let me show you. First of all, these paddle shifters feel amazing, but second of all, they're actually steering mounted, just like I prefer personally. I know a lot of people prefer the bigger paddles like you find on like the Huracans and things that don't move with the wheel and they're mounted to the column, but I personally think that this is better because especially when you're track driving and stuff and you want to, you know, sometimes short shift coming out of a corner, it's very hard to do that with when they're mounted on the columns. The ergonomics are basically perfect. It is a thin wheel as well, and it feels so high quality. The materials, I mean, obviously you kind of want to wear gloves if you're driving every day with an Alcantara wheel, or else this thing will get kind of worn out. But it gives you such an expensive and exotic feel. Really gorgeous. Anyways, the way I'm sitting in the car right now is to about my setting, and I'm about 6'3", so one thing I noticed is that the steering wheel doesn't come super close to me. It is still a bit far. I would probably, I guess, prefer it right about here, but that's a tall people problem. It's not really a problem for the majority of buyers. Anyways, let's go ahead and sit behind myself and see how we fit in this 5-seater Lamborghini. Ooh, the door sound is just fantastic, the way it opens up, and the pull is so light. And you just, wow. It's hard to explain how solid everything feels in this thing. The materials, craftsmanship are really, really top notch in this thing. Again, you get the same Lamborghini coat of arms at the bottom. Basically same exact material usage on the doors. Absolutely premium, gorgeous. You got a mix between leather and Alcantara at the bottom. Beautiful, beautiful touch. Even the materials inside are basically all Alcantara, which is insane. Wait for the soft closed doors. Boom. Wow, this is amazing. Because of the seats design, I guess, I have quite a lot of room for this, you know, sportier SUV. Basically, it's a super SUV. It's one of the only super SUVs in the world. This, the Cayenne Turbo GT, and the Ferrari Puro Sangue are probably the only 3 genuine super SUVs. This is personally my favorite. Even if I'm a Ferrari guy, still, this thing to me is just remarkable. I mean, the space in here, the quality, climate controls at the bottom over here, beautifully done. Look at their quality and the details. Even the vents in the back are pretty nice as well. But what's amazing to me is that I guess the way the seat is shaped, I have enough room for my feet to slide under the front bucket, and it feels nice and airy in here. So anything that you want to know about the car that wasn't mentioned, of course, in this quick walk around, I will have all the details in the description. So just check that out. And that pretty much covers it for the inside of the Urus. Let's go listen to it now. Let's go see the startup and see how it sounds. And one of the best touches is that you of course have your frameless doors because it's more like a coupe SUV. So that's a beautiful, beautiful, luxurious touch. Look at that, boom. What a thing, what a thing. Wow, gorgeous. Look at that diffuser down there, it's all carbon fiber. It is obviously a bit plain, but I think Lamborghini, what they did is that they preferred probably covering some of the aero work from the sides of the car. And because the car isn't so low, it would be kind of ridiculous to have a really big diffuser because it probably wouldn't work as well as it would on something like an Huracan or something where it's much, much lower to the ground and you can produce more ground effect aerodynamics. Okay, so let me know what you thought of this beautiful Urus and its sound. I mean, just look at the thing. It's absolutely crazy how gorgeous this car is. It is the perfect look for their SUV, and it's way better than the concept that they had a few years ago. And the thing sounds amazing. It's probably one of my favorite V8 noises. Absolutely amazing car. Thank you so much for watching.